What is going on? I'm ZMOT. We are going to give you one more quick video before the weekend in the hopes that it helps you out over the weekend. I know a whole bunch of you are using Code ZMOT in your shop. Thank you for that. Free to do. Adds 78% skill to your warship's attacks. Now, I have all 6 rocket launchers. I have basically every single defense except for those machine guns right there. I also don't have the defensive building damage. More importantly, though, I am locked at engine rooms count of 4. So I am going to just backfill. Now, this account is very defensive, and I can win all I want. I was up in 20 and could probably be in diamond if I just could handle or stomach the fact that I can't get any engine rooms. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to try and fix that. So I have critters, only tick 1, saving those tokens for something else, not sure what yet. I don't have shocks, don't have smoke. I went and got flares because my thinking is you either need flares and smoke, or you need shocks, or you need to get your rocket choppers boosted up. I mean, I could probably get some engine rooms with rocket choppers, but I don't want to do that for whatever reason. So if you are stuck like me, if you're struggling to get an engine room, go get flares. Don't get shocks, don't get smokes. If you have to pick one thing, go get flares. And I'll show you why right here. What we're going to do is an all heavy rush with brick and battle orders. We don't have smoke. On my previous video, I showed you how to do it with smoke. It was amazing, and it was great hits and lots of skill. This time, we are not going to be doing that. All we're going to do is let brick get somewhere into the middle, and then we're going to hit this button right here to get the battle orders going, getting all of our troops running, and then we're going to throw one more flare all the way to the back, and then we're going to do something like this, getting that flare onto that engine room, critters to distract the doom cannon and the boom cannon, and then we are just absolutely and completely rushing some engine rooms. You're probably only going to get one engine room, not going to get a whole bunch, but you know what, that one engine room, if you can average one engine room in attack right now in 4 engine rooms, you're probably going to win a bunch. Also, you're going to be able to unlock yourself. So my opponent retreated. I have been doing a lot of that. If you go down into my log here, you'll see that I'm just retreating straight away. If I can't get an engine room, or I'm not even close to getting an engine room, I'm just retreating. Hit the retreat button. That's why I'm down in 17. I just have no time to spend 4 minutes in attack to win by percentage. That is life, like just soul sucking. So I'm decided I'm never going to do that again this season anyways. We're just going to do straight up dropping all of our troops, flaring right dead center, and trying our darndest to get an engine room. Probably could get an engine room in this one anyways, but just to be super duper sure, I'm going to bring all my troops, rush that engine room right there. And no, you don't necessarily need critters. I am just using all... Oh, don't flare too early, come back, get that engine room. We got the engine room. Now I'm just going to retreat. Don't want to waste any more time of my opponents or mine getting that engine room moving on forwards. Now, obviously, I don't have a chest timer going right now, so getting that single engine room is more of a demonstration for you guys to show you that it does work, and this works at basically any level. It will work against 6 rocket launchers. It probably will not work against 6 rocket launchers when they have defensive building damage. That will just be an absolute bloodbath. But what it has told me is that what I can do now is I can go right into here and I can unlock this defensive building damage. I can boost that up and then just absolutely murder and crush my opponents. My other step was going to be go and get smoke, but because I can go and get engine rooms, keep my chest timer going, I figured getting that defensive building damage is going to be even more ridiculous, and then I can go get smoke afterwards and make a push into diamond. By the way, my other account right about here is in diamond, as you can see right there. We went 3 for 3 getting engine rooms using that smoky goodness that I showed you in the other video. Now, a bunch of people were asking me, is this going to work against 6 rocket launchers? Yes, it will. As you can see, this person's got 5 rocket launchers, doesn't matter. Rocket launchers, realistically, and I've heard a couple people say this now, if you're considering going to 5 engine rooms, go to 5 engine rooms. 4 rocket launchers with defensive building damage are going to be just plenty to get all of the things. I mean, look at this. They got 5 rocket launchers. They're trying to shoot us in the face, and guess what? No can do. We got all 4 engine rooms. And sure enough, we came back to a win against Dawood, and that is before we added the defensive building damage. So now these things are going to be just melting faces. Like, I think, is that the only 50%? Yeah, only 50% defensive building damage. Later on, I think there's a bunch way down there. So let's have a look, see how our opponents do, and try to do this one last time just to show that it is viable, it does work, and hopefully I don't screw it up too much. That left-hand wall looks very appealing. Getting some decent matches. Could probably get these engine rooms using that ridiculous troop combo that I've been using otherwise. But, and by the way, I'll show you what I've been doing otherwise. We'll do one more attack after this so I can show you approximately. Don't hit the shock mine, Brick. Don't hit the shock mine, Brick. Brick hit the shock mine. Should still somehow, some way be able to get at least one engine room. We're going to get this one right here, and then we're going to get moving and hopefully, you know what, there's no chance we're going to get one more. But we'll just do it just for the lulz. And then hopefully for somehow, some way, our opponent still has some troops left so we can see what they've got cooking for us. So there we go. We got an engine room. We are going to be able to unstuck ourselves using that strategy. I've heard from a few people who said they can't get engine rooms. So I figured, you know what? Let's show them how to unlock. This person's coming in. They have got all heavies, I do believe, trying to get an engine room, but you can see those rocket launchers are just melting their faces, even though they're heavies, just not getting anywhere near that engine room. Shock mine's helping out a little bit. Time to retreat, Bald Beauty. XKE, is that an airport code, I wonder? Let's just see how far in they could get and which troops they used. Trying to use all heavies. Same strategy that I was using. Oh, their flares, though. Their flares are like tick 4 or tick 2 or something. Sorry, no, they're not tick 4. They're tick 2 or tick 3. So do get your flares up to tick 4. Very curious. I wish you could attack your own base, to be completely honest. That would be very helpful right now. This person's base, they've got all of their stuff way back. I know I promised you I would do one more attack showing you the strategy that I've been using so far, but so far I just wanted to get one more attack before Brick got hit on that shock mine. So we're going to hit this shock mine right here. Then we're going to get one more flare going into there. And then finally, last but not least, as soon as we get past those 2 shock mines, I am going to flare that engine room, trying desperately to get an engine room like that. Come on. Get in the engine room. Booyakasha. Use this strategy, unstuck yourself. Hopefully it works for you. If it does, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, we'll do one more attack for those of you that want to stick around, and I'll show you the other strategy that I've been using to win by percentage. Winning by percentage, I hate it. I don't recommend it. This person's just going to get melted. Look at this. They've already dropped all their boats. These rocket launchers are melting their heavies just insanely quickly. And I gotta say, every time I've been retreating and giving my opponents wins, they still come in and try and get engine rooms, and most of them are just doing ridiculously terrible attacks that are never going to get engine rooms. Yeah, there you go. Run away. You've already lost, my friend. Yeah, just there's so many attacks that aren't going to work. People who are trying to use Brick, and it's so silly. So hopefully this strat helps you out. Let's do one more. We're going to go back to the old strat that I've been doing. I don't know why I'm saying strat suddenly, but it looks something like this. We're going to bring in Kavan. Yes, I have Kavan. It's not good enough to get all engine rooms when someone's got all the defenses. What a weird base. You know what? We can probably get all these engine rooms anyways. So what I've been doing is the reason for that one boat of rocket choppers, even though they're only tick 1, as you can see there, is anytime people have those lines with the defenses up the middle with like flamethrower, mortar, flamethrower, drop that one boat of level 1 of tick 1 rocket choppers, and you can clear all of that stuff. What we're going to do is like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 like that. I'm going to bring this over here, and all of these troops outrange all of the defenses this person's got laid out. So little bit strange. We can just hang out with all of these dudes. Now my number one target to be worried about is going to be that boom cannon over there. My number two is going to be that mortar up the middle. So we're going to drop some troops. I got a little bit more space here to bring out a couple more troops, and then we're going to bring out Kavan up the middle. I intentionally late drop Kavan a lot, but I also, like, I will literally trade one boat of rocket choppas for that shore mortar just to not have to deal with it. I know it's probably silly, but I'm just getting all sorts of value by doing that and winning on percentage by simply keeping my troops alive. So speaking of keeping troops alive, we're just going to keep pumping critters out. I found that upgrading the GBE node really helped. Being able to get that 38 GBE cost of the second wind was dramatically important. And now, as soon as we get onto that Doom Cannon, we are going to bring all of our troops, flare onto that, just ignoring all of the rest of the engine rooms that we probably would have gotten anyways, because we need that Doom Cannon to go down. The range on those darn Doom Cannons is just so much that we need to be a little bit careful. Our opponent has retreated. We are going to lose Kavan right now as he gets shot in the absolute back of the head execution style. But I haven't seen a base this easy in a long time, so I didn't even get to show you the strategy I was talking about. Didn't even get to say strat for a third or fourth time. We're just going to walk through all of these engine rooms, and if I had my chest waiting, this would be so welcome, but unfortunately I don't. Quick note, as soon as I see a 5 engine room base, it is absolutely magical as well. 5 engine room bases as a 4 is such a nice relief because you're basically guaranteed to get 5 engines at the moment. That's going to change very quickly, but we got all the engine rooms cruising right along. So do consider retreating. Make sure you can still collect in gold. That is important. Do consider using that heavy rush. Come on, here we go. So this is what I'm talking about right here. This is not a great example because they've only got one mortar up the front, but going something like this, get that rocket chopper out there. Don't have to dick around with those mortars this way. And then what we can do is as soon as it starts to get a little bit low, we get those heavies out slightly to the side, and then we get... And then we can also throw, I'm going to die, yeah, I totally botched that. But getting the heavies a little bit earlier and or throwing critters a little bit earlier, keeping your rocket chopper alive and behind those heavies is a fantastic way to get a little bit of extra damage. That one level 2 rocket chopper will get, level 1, level 12 tick 1 just does, it's an amazing just how much damage it does and how much it helps to have that. So I probably should upgrade my rocket choppas, but I just wanted to focus on my defense at the moment. And now that we can finally get unstuck, finally get all those engine rooms, we should be able to cruise on through. Against this base, I would have retreated straight away for the last long while. Otherwise, I'm going to go get that front engine room. It's forward enough that we should have been able to get it with that heavy rush, but just wanted to show you one more silly little attack detail, just to show you that rocket chopper and how you can use it to your greatest advantage. We're getting decently far considering the fact they had 5 rocket launchers. I think they had 5, maybe 6, but just screwing up, getting that rocket chopper shot down, screwed us up beyond belief, and that's going to cost us any chance of getting those engine rooms. Realistically, would have been a percentage, and they've already gotten 1, so no doing. I want to do one more just so I can show you guys what I mean by the rocket chopper thing, because I find that even if I explain it in my mind as well, someone's going to misconstrue or misunderstand or whatever. So this is a decent example right here. We could go right there, we can get that machine gun and the mortar, and then, oh man, just not doing it. We're gonna have to flare back. Come on back. There we go. Just struggling, not executing attacks I've done over and over again for the last while. That mortar starts to get low on health. Then we're gonna bring our Grenadiers out, sorry, because as soon as those mortars start to get that 100 or 50% defensive building damage, they one-shot your Grens, and it is not a good time at all. So that's where those rocket choppers coming in. And look at this, that rocket chopper is just going to hang out, do a bit of damage, and avoid all of the mines due to the fact that it's floating high above. We can guaranteed get one engine room on this person, and we are probably going to win on percentages because not many people are doing these style of attacks anymore. We'll find out though, and then I will bid you adieu. See that rocket chopper? So useful. Taking out that mortar bit by bit. I really should consider upgrading it, but for whatever reason, I just haven't done it yet. This is my defensive account. It has been not terribly fun, I have to say, for this season, but got to do a couple different things, couple different attacks, and that heavy rush with no smoke is going to open up all sorts of possibilities for us as our rocket chopper gets shot down out of the air. I really wish Supercell would show when your opponent's attack has ended due to no GBE and no troops left. They could still be attacking, they could have retreated, who knows. The auto retreat not showing up is a little bit painful. Oh yeah, got the Doom Cannon down. Probably should flare on here just to try to get one more potato masher out. Our attack is done. We are going to beat Mia Melacola, I believe. Yeah, look at that, 64-10. So hopefully this helps you get unstuck. Sadly, it exists that people are stuck, but hopefully this can get you out. Obviously, you do need flares, you do need heavies, and brick definitely helps, but I think most of you should already have most of those things. So I shall talk to you soon. Bon weekend. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you again on Monday. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOT. Peace.